Hello, Cancers. This is your fellow Cancerian, Kelly from Deep Soul Tarot. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing your love energies today, your love relationship energies today. If you're in a relationship, thinking about somebody, or just looking for love, this is just some energies that you can go for the next 30 days. Now, I am basing this reading on June 2023. However, this reading is timeless. So no matter when you come across it, it's 30 days from that when you click on it and you watch it, there's most likely a message in there for you. So I do a meditation before I start these, and I have included timeless energies because energy is fluid, so it's never stuck in time per se. So even if you come across this in 2024 or 2025, feel free to watch it. I do the same, especially with my favorite readers. In fact, a lot of them I'll go back and watch old videos. Not that it necessarily is going to resonate over for me, but, I don't remember all the readings, so I can go back, and sometimes at that time in my life, that's a message I need. All right, Cancer. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. If this does not resonate by chance, it is a general read, so it may not resonate for all of you, by the way. So if it doesn't resonate, you may want to check the other placements in your chart, or even if it does resonate or partially resonate, you might want to check the other placements in your chart for more information. This is a gender-free reading. Tarot doesn't have gender in it. If I say he or she, masculine and feminine energies only, which we have both in us. We usually resonate with one more than the other, but no genders in tarot, so don't worry about that. Same-sex relationships apply here just like anybody else. Okay, and then the only other thing I'm going to mention before we start is I'm back doing my cusp readings. So if you are a cusper, I haven't done Cancer Leo yet, but I just recently did Gemini Cancer. So you may want to look for that. I just did also a twin flame reading. That was a bad shuffle. A twin flame reading if you have a twin flame connection or are interested in that type of thing. And Zodiac reads are up for June, under the next 30 days of June, whenever you're watching that. And the love readings will be coming out. So if you are not part of the tribe, you might want to subscribe and join the tribe so you don't miss anything, right? Because if you're watching this, chances are there may be messages in the other videos for you. All right, so check it out. Smash that like button if you like this kind of readings also. That's much appreciated. It helps the channel, energy exchange, All right, here we go, Cancer. Let's cut the deck and let's see what we're doing here. I also may do, I haven't decided yet because I'm still trying to get into a schedule on this channel per se, but I may in the future start a Cancer and maybe Leo channel, just specifically Cancer, specifically Leo, and I may do a Cusper channel. So if any of you are interested in that, let me know down below in the comments. And if I get enough comments, then I will work at getting it done sooner than I anticipate. I'd like to do it as soon as possible. Okay, so let me do this here. All right, bottom of the deck. Four of Pentacles. Cancer? You may be holding on to something. Wait a minute. I was going to say you may be holding on to something you need to let go of. What I heard specifically here is you might want to, if you are dealing with an air sign by chance, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, you may want to, I'm just going to say it again, as I said in the Gemini reading I just did Gemini. So if you are dealing with a Gemini, I just did theirs. If you want to cross watch, welcome to the cross watchers, by the way, too. If you are here, you are welcome also to be here. If you are holding on to an air sign, as I said in the Gemini reading, I said I'm not going to sugarcoat these. Sometimes I hold back a little bit or try to be a little more diplomatic with the message. I have to just let it come out as I hear it, because even if it offends or if it triggers somebody, that means that that's actually a good thing. there's the area that you need to grow in. So I'm a Cancer. So I mean, I have my Cancer husband Leo, and I have air and fire in my chart. I'm not quite like a lot of Cancers, but a lot of Cancers, being we the crab, when we get something, we hold on tight to it. You know, we don't want to let go. And you might want to loosen the reins just a little bit. If you're dealing with an air sign, or if it's not an air sign and your person seems to be backing off, it may be because you're clinging a little too hard to them. Okay? Fire signs can be somewhat like that too. They don't like that. And you know, it doesn't have to be a fire air sign. It could be an earth sign or a water sign as well, because they may have other things in their chart. But it could be an air sign. But what I'm hearing is, if you're honest with yourself about this, or if you take an honest look at the relationship, it's almost like doing a check-in with yourself. Are there things that you're doing? Are you calling and texting them a lot? Or checking up on where they're going all the time, or asking them why they didn't call, things like that. And you're going to know if you do that or not. And I'm not saying you are, but if you are, you may want to loosen the reins a little bit, because I'm hearing specifically that, that if you keep that up, you may end up sabotaging a relationship that could possibly be good. But let me see. If that isn't the case, you may need to let go of something from the past and start anew. Be honest with yourself and work through that, and see things for what they really are, getting a little more clarity and letting go of that past so you can move forward. Those are two possibilities here, but let's just see your energy, Cancers. 3 of Wands. Now, again, oh man, I'm hearing waiting for their call. If you're sitting there waiting for your call or a text, or waiting for them to come over, you may want. And so what's happening here with this 3 of Wands, in this particular situation I'm feeling, is that you may be waiting for them. And because I mean, if it's an air signs have a lot. They like to keep themselves busy. So do fire signs. But so you may be dealing with somebody who's busy in their life. Maybe they have work and other things going on. And it's not about you that they don't want to talk to you or see you. It's just that they're really busy. And you may be sitting here waiting for them, and your life is passing you by. Does that make sense? And if it's not that, I'm also hearing you could be in a position now where you're waiting for love. You're out there, and it's almost like you're putting it out there in the universe and saying, you know what, universe, I really wish I could find my person, my soulmate, my twin flame, my partner that I'm meant to be with. That it could be as simple as that. Okay? I'm just getting some energies, different energies. So again, take it as it resonates. You're going to know better in each of your individual situations. This is your person. If it's a person you're thinking of specifically, the person that you either are thinking of or could meet or have met is a very giving person. I'm hearing very, very giving. Because this card can go either way. It can be a person who's really giving, or it can also be about give and take in a relationship. If you're involved with somebody and you're doing all the giving and they're doing all the taking, you may want to reconsider this relationship. The 4 to the 6 is 2. And maybe if you're doing all the giving and they're doing all the taking, you may be weighing if you want to stay with this person or not. That's one situation. But you may be involved with somebody, met somebody, or will meet somebody who's a very giving person. Because that's the first energy I heard. All right, and I can clarify some of these if need be. Now, your connection. Knight of Wands could be a fire. That could be a fire sign, like I said, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And they do like their freedom somewhat. They like somebody that can kind of give them their freedom, but also keep up with, like maybe because they like to travel. They have a lot of energy. They like to keep busy, and they have a lot of energy. So, and I know a lot of Cancers can be homebodies. I'm like that. I like to be alone. I do this channel, and I have other things I do. I read. I have plenty of things. I'm just a loner. Not all Cancers are, but I am in particular. And so, this person is a go-getter. They like to keep busy, and they like to be social. They like to go out and do stuff. So if you prefer to spend the time more at home, you're going to have to understand, in order to keep this person in your life, you have to come to terms with letting them just go and do their thing, because When you loosen the reins on air signs and fire signs in particular, those people appreciate that. They appreciate that because then they can go do their thing and then they can come back to you. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean that doesn't even mean that they're like cheating or whatever, anything like that. They just have a lot of energy and they like to keep busy. And not that cancers can't be social, but a lot of us are homebodies. We like to be at home in the comfort of our home in our little shells and just kind of, whatever, cook, clean. And I'm not a cook, clean. I'm not a domestic person, but just do whatever at home. But here's the thing, that your connection is very passionate. And it's I think you like that about this person because you may be a quieter Cancer, or it may be hard for you to come out of your shell. And this person, you're around them, brings you out of your shell. They're social, so you have a lot of contact maybe with friends and just social situations, whatever the case may be. And so I'm hearing that this is somebody that you could potentially really have a good relationship with. Let's move on and see what else the cards have to say about that, though. Cards know better. Spirit knows better. Any past energies that maybe you've brought in. The Ace of Wands. Okay, any past energies. So I'm getting the feeling that you may already know this person. They inspire you. They energize you. If you don't know this person, you're going to meet someone like that. Or this could be that any past energies you had before in a past relationship, if it was not, if you're not with the person, I'm assuming it didn't, last for a reason. And so this person is or has drawn you in a way. I keep hearing the weirdest noises here. Random noises in here. I just moved here 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, it's odd. It's really odd. I don't know. I do believe in paranormal, and maybe someday I'll tell that story about my childhood home. Some people would be blown away at the stories I could tell about that. But anyway, so it's almost like there's like an entity here. Hello? I'm going to start naming you. You'll have to give me a knock if I get the right name. So past energies is that you like people maybe who inspire you, make you feel energized. And so you're bringing that energy with you. I may need to get more specifics on that one too. Let's do, let's do possible future with this person. Possible future. King of Pentacles. Well, that's an interesting thing. This could be an earth sign or someone with earth in their chart. A King of Pentacles would be, for those who don't know the earth signs, is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, it's interesting because Cancers and earth signs are supposed to be very compatible. And in most cases, I'm sure they probably are, because water nourishes the earth. It helps the earth grow. Without water, earth signs can dry up. So it's a good combination. They're grounded, and water signs are more emotional, and it's like you almost balance each other out. And the King of Pentacles is a person who knows their own worth. I'm using binary terms, so it doesn't have any gender to it. I'm trying hard to do that. And I may not realize it doing it, but just to make sure that everyone knows these are gender free. This could very well be this person could be a good partner for you because, as a Cancer, most Cancers, if not all Cancers, and most people want stability in their life. And this person can possibly help as a team. The two of you can bring stability to each other's lives. So for the future, I'm hearing this could have a good moving forward. If you're not in a committed relationship, this may be the next step moving in the future to that. Let's move on and see what other energies we have here. So if there is any challenge to be had, this is going to be it. Judgment. So if you are a person who's holding on too tight, maybe be honest with yourself. If you think you say, yeah, okay, maybe I can be a little clingy and so complains that they need their space or whatever, that's a wake-up call. That's a wake-up call. The person is feeling smothered. I'm just going to say it. And you may get some sort of wake-up call. Maybe if this person says, I need some time alone, we need to take a break, that kind of thing. It doesn't mean it's over, and it doesn't mean they don't still have feelings for you, love you, care about you. But this may be a wake-up call. And when you get that wake-up call, and if you change your behavior, I'm hearing specifically this relationship may shift. So it may be going through, if it does go through any type of dark period or a more somber or maybe a cloudy period, that the universe and the spirits and angels are watching over both of you. All right? And so they may have something that happened in your life to just kind of give you an idea that something's out of balance here and we need to work together to fix it. And when you come through that, if you do work on it together as a team, that you'll get a wake-up call and you'll feel it's like you're both reborn. This relationship will, again, have a new beginning here. A new passionate start. There was one other thing I wanted to say. Oh, the King of Pentacles. What was I going to say about the King of Pentacles now? Gosh darn it, something hit me and I finished my thought. Sometimes the earth signs like to take things slow too. So if you've just started your relationship, they like to take things step by step. They want to make sure when they get into relationships, they don't want to waste time on people that there's no future with in general. They usually aren't like that. So, be careful with that too. That wasn't what it was I was thinking of. Maybe it'll come back to me, but there was something about the King of Pentacles, and I don't remember what now. All right. Any action you can take? Yeah, so this is going to be Cancer. You can learn from this person. If they are a free spirit, doesn't matter what sign they are, but particularly fire and earth. If they are a free spirit, it's time to embrace that part of you. Learn to just let go and let things be. I say let go and let God. Not everyone believes in God, so whoever, but that's a saying. So just let go and let everything. Just have no expectations for this person. Just enjoy their company. And this is going to be a whole new start. So even if you are in separation, I don't necessarily feel that, but if you are, for some of you, that doesn't mean it's the ending. I said that already, but it doesn't mean it's the ending. This could be a whole new start for you. Because sometimes we have to go through these learning experiences and these lessons, even in relationships, so we can learn how to better understand the other person and connect together. Now, good communication is a good thing. For water signs in particular, try not to be over emotional. I know it's hard. We're very sensitive. We're very emotional people, and sometimes we can get overwhelmed by those emotions, and they take over. We have to learn how to rein those in, and sometimes earth signs have to learn how to be a little bit more flexible and free spirit. So if you're dealing with an earth sign, you may be, because a lot of us Cancers are still like, the child within. We can sometimes be very young spirits. I don't know about y'all, but I am, and I still watch cartoons, for God's sakes. And sometimes SpongeBob makes me happy. So, I didn't grow up in the SpongeBob era, but I watched SpongeBob. I'll go back and watch the damn Flintstones. I have actually on my thing, somebody recommended the 90s cartoons. I love Dexter's Laboratory. I have it saved in here so I can watch it later. So there. But sometimes it's fun to tap into our inner child. And for people that are earth signs, pentacles, it's hard for them sometimes to let go, let that free, unless they have something in their chart. So maybe you can teach each other stuff. That's the best part about relationships. Understanding the other person, accepting the other person for who they are, and learning how to balance that out between the two of you. So no relationship is impossible. Yes, there are some signs that are more compatible than others in general, but that's just a generality. There are other things in people's charts, for God's sakes, in people's charts, and we are raised, so past experiences also influence us. If I could just speak. All right, Cancers, let's get to the advice, shall we? Oh, there we go. There you are, Cancer, the King of Cups. So you could be dealing with another water sign even. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I'm hearing specifically your advice, Cancer. You love this person. You have deep feelings for this person. And I'm hearing that they probably do to you too. I'm also going to point out there are two kings here. And we'll touch on that in a minute. This may be a half an hour video. Just prepare you. So if you need to pause and go to the bathroom and get a drink, because I haven't clarified anything. And I don't want to whiz through this and not get proper messages out. So just saying. I just wasted time by talking. The King of Cups is the type of person that is very mature emotionally. He doesn't necessarily make he doesn't make decisions based on emotions. He has them, he follows his heart, but he's very logical about it. So he may have feelings for somebody, deep feelings, but he's not going to let those emotions blind him to the fact that just because you love somebody, they love somebody, and have deep feelings for someone, they're not going to blind themselves by being overly emotional and not being able to see the person for who they are, the situation. All right. So, but I'm hearing the advice is, if you haven't already, and maybe you have, if you are a person that's holding on too tight, and again, be honest with yourself, and waiting for them all the time, you might want to loosen those reins a little bit, just a little bit. Just let them do their thing, and they'll come back. And then they can see, oh, my Cancer has really matured emotionally. That is somebody I think I could actually get settled down with. Or if they're not in a serious relationship, somebody I might want to see exclusively. You know what I mean? All right, so what are we going to do here, Cancer? We're going to do the Three of Wands, okay, to get a better idea. Now, again, I try to do these videos in a timely manner so you don't have to sit through a long video. But sometimes the messages that come out aren't 100% clear, or there are different things that come out. Three of Wands, please. So I want to make sure you get an accurate message. So I hope you are sticking around and watching it. I need to put a disclaimer in my videos. I'm telling you. All right, Three of Wands, please, Spirit. Three of Wands. One or two cards, please. Sometimes Spirit gets excited and gives me a whole bunch of cards. And then I don't know what to do because there's just too many of them. Okay, which one? This one? Okay. The Hierophant. Really, Spirit? Come on now. You're waiting for a sign. Are you waiting for a spiritual sign? Waiting from a sign to let you know what to do in this situation. The Hierophant is kind of a duality card. At least I see it that way. Because there are two people here, so this could very well be you and your person. There are two keys here. Two pillars. He's got two fingers up, okay? And so the Hierophant is usually a spiritual advisor, a spiritual leader of some sort. But can be any other type of leader or advisor, mentor type person, and who is just very spiritual or has a wise, an open-minded, wise way of thinking about things. And with the Hierophant here is basically saying that there's always two sides to a story. There are always two roads to take. You always have options. You have the key to this is choosing which way you want to go. You can continue on going the way you're going if you are being clingy or what have you, possibly. Or you can just, they say, if you love someone, set them free. If it was meant, they'll come back if it was meant to be. That's kind of the attitude here. So you can ask the universe for help. So if you're just out there asking, saying, I want a sign from the universe, do ask your spiritual guides and masters because, maybe more than once, just keep asking them, I need some help, Spirit. I need to know what to do here. Or help me to let go a little easier. Let me be more, whatever it is you need help with. Six of Swords. So yes, moving away from, and I'm hearing expectations. Just don't have any expectations about this certain situations. You can have an idea of what you would like, but as long as you don't do that, you're going to celebrate. You may go out and celebrate with friends. Just go out and have a good time with this person. Enjoy your time with them. And don't put pressure on them. Don't put any pressure on them. And if they're being a little, they may come around. The Six of Swords. Do you have any swords here? No. I was going to say the Six of Swords. Moving away from rougher waters. So if you have had some tough times recently, you're moving away from that right now. You're moving away. All right? Cancer? Then we're going to do the Six of Pentacles. What can you tell me about the other person here? And then I may just do the Ace of Wands, possibly. I don't know. Because everything else is pretty much Six of Pentacles. Please, a card or two, please, spirits. Or stick one out so I can pick it. Spirit said that one, so I will take this one. Eight of Cups. What I'm seeing in this particular card is moving away from all those expectations that you may have, preconceived notions you may have about love and how relationships should be. This could easily come from your past. Maybe you have some energy from your past and thinking that, you know, a person's supposed to, if they love me, they would do this. If they love me, they would do that. That's a preconceived notion, because just because a person doesn't do it the way you think they should do it does not necessarily mean they don't love you. Leave those preconceived notions behind. If you're familiar with the Tarot, Ten of Cups, ultimate happiness, ultimate love, the happiest you could be, the person you're meant to be with, everything's good in your life and you're happy with that person. And the 8 to the 10 is the Two of Cups. So it's a partnership. It's not a dictatorship. It's not, I tell you how to love me. I tell you how. You can say things like, you know, I really like when you do this. It makes me feel good. Or, you know, they say use the I in relationships. I feel sad when you don't spend as much time with me. I feel sad when you don't talk to me. I feel hurt and not listened to when it feels like you're not listening to me. That kind of thing. And then they can adjust too. You know, they can adjust as well. So I'm thinking that maybe they're not giving you what you feel you need. At Four of Cups, yeah, this is bugging you, Cancer. This is making you feel like what they're offering you isn't enough. That one cup isn't enough. But you have to be careful, because you may not realize that you're putting demands on them, and that's not how they show their love. You know, my mom was a Cancer, my dad was a Virgo. My mom was in the Cancer cusp of Gemini. And my dad was a beautiful person. We won't talk about my mom. She was kind of toxic. But my dad was a beautiful person, but he was a workaholic. And she would nag him all the time. I don't even know how he stayed with her, to be honest with you. And he never, ever, ever, ever said a bad word about her or anybody. He was a beautiful man. But, I mean, he may have worked as a workaholic because he didn't want to have to hear that all the time. And then he probably just shut down after a while. I don't think he didn't come home much at all. You know, but he was a great person, but he was a lot older than my mom. But they just have different ways of showing love. My dad was a loving person, but he just didn't display it. And he didn't but I think she didn't know how to communicate. Even with me. I don't talk to her now. I would try to talk to her, and you couldn't have a conversation. It was always, she would attack you. No matter how you try to calmly talk to somebody. To her. Not somebody, her. And so, they were two different people, of course. A big age gap in between them. Yes, different generations. But if you can't communicate with each other, and you can't express your needs or your feelings in a non-attacking way, and using the I, like I just said, it's going to be toxic in a relationship. Doesn't mean that a relationship has to end. But if people aren't communicating and you're attacking each other, or one's attacking the other, people shut down and they don't listen. Some people just walk away. Some people, you know what I mean? So there's a balance there, okay? And being that there's a King of Pentacles here, if you're dealing with an earth sign, they deal with things a little, they're emotional, but they deal with things a little bit differently. Just keep that in mind, Cancer. I supposedly have a Taurus rising. Okay, we're going to get to this Ace of Wands very quickly, and then I will end it here, okay? But I do have air and fire in my chart, so I am different. I'm a different Cancer, and those of you that are cuspers may know what I'm talking about. if you're not a cusper, especially with Leo, or maybe even Gemini, because Gemini's a free spirit too. When you're on a cusp, you kind of take on some of the energy of the other sign. And then I have Aries moon and Leo in my chart, and I have a Libra and Gemini in my chart, and it's crazy. Ace of Wands. And I've dated water signs, and I'm a water sign, and I can't deal with it because the jealousy and the wanting to spend all that time with me just freaks me out too much. I prefer to stay single, thank you. Ace of Wands. But for those Cancers who don't want to, Ace of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. You know what I'm hearing here specifically, Cancers? And this is past energies. What in your past can you identify that you have admired about people in the past? And then so the Two of Pentacles, this is hard because the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. So you may want something totally different than what you had in the past. Maybe you were a little more indecisive in the past. And now, somehow you have been inspired by this person, and that indecisiveness is going away. Now you are learning. Before it would be like, well, I don't know, maybe you're learning to, maybe you're getting creative and learning how to deal with relationships and people in relationships. Six of Wands. That's the bottom of the deck for this. The Ace to the Six of Wands. And maybe this could be someone maybe you were dating and it's the past because maybe you had some sort of... The Six to the Ace is Five of Wands, which is... it could be other people being involved, but it could just be either internal battles or some sort of argument and fight. Arguments, like little arguments, petty arguments that you may have had. But getting past that... Oh, the Six of Cups. There we go. Twin flame. 2 sixes. And that is like a healing energy, a harmony. Sixes are about harmony. You just want peace and harmony in your relationship. And you're thinking about all the good memories you had with this person. Or had in the past. Maybe you're still with this person. But you can have the Six of Wands is, again, the twin flame. Oh my God. These are both twin flame cards. This may very well be your twin flame, Cancer. And let me tell you, if it's a twin flame, you are going to have ups and downs. You're going to come together, go apart. You're going to come together, go apart. It's just going to be crazy. It's going to be, believe me, if this is your twin flame, get ready for the crazy train. Because it is not smooth sailing when you're in a twin flame relationship. I will tell you that. And the emotions, and go up and down, and just, just be warned. But it's worth it. It's worth it because this is your twin and you feel that connection, and there's no connection like any other. You will know when it happens. But the Six of Wands is 1111, the twin flame card. This is ultimate celebration, ultimate happiness. That it's divine intervention and it's divine alignment. So when you work through this stuff, maybe keeping yourself caught in your head about certain things and not letting yourself think freely about new ways of coming back to this relationship and working together on it. It's all up to you, Cancer. It really is. And I'm going to end it here, but it's all up to you how you handle it. This could be a very good relationship. There may be things you need to learn more about each other and communicate better. Cancer, 33 minutes, for God's sakes. I need to end this for you. So this is the energy. This is what I have for you. I hope it helped in some way. Now, I did, like I said, did the twin flame reading. I did a moon reading. I did a random reading because there was something that happened to me. And you'd have to watch the video to see what happened because that's why I did the video. There's all of those that were just uploaded recently. So, and check those out. And if you aren't part of the tribe, subscribe and join the tribe because you'll be notified for any, of any uploads I have. And I have different kinds of uploads. So you can pick and choose what you want to watch. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I love you all. And it's almost our season. Cancer season's coming. But, so we're going to get ready for that. So I hope you enjoyed this. And Cancer, the love readings are not the love readings. The there may be collective readings coming up, and I am going to be doing the Cancer Leo cusp reading when Cancer season hits. So when July hits, you'll get that as a bonus read for the Cancer Leo cuspers. All right. So I will see you, Cancer, in the next one.